Hi, my name is Max Lehman, and I'm a senior at Lincoln High School, class of 2012, and I'm going to tell you a story about Mr. Curry. So my junior year, I was in his class, and we were learning about the slave trade and the Civil War and what was going on, and how slaves were getting the rights to start to vote, and how they went through that process. And so Mr. Curry, our teacher, was teaching us about how they would give the slaves this test. And the test was pretty much impossible, but the slaves didn't know that. And so to teach us how that actually worked, Mr. Curry one day gave us a test like he usually does, about every month, twice a month or so. And he gave us the test, and without us knowing, it was an impossible test. So all the questions, they were unanswerable. None of the answers were right, and it was an ABC, multiple choice test, and none of the answers were right, but we had to choose one of them, because we didn't want to fail. And so to add to the drama, Mr. Curry actually came up to me as we were all taking the test. The room was completely silent, and starts yelling at me and saying, Max, I can't believe you would cheat on this test, and just, absolutely freaked me out, because I wanted to get into college. I didn't want to, have cheating on my record. So what happened was he started yelling at me, and the whole class was silent. Everybody was looking around, and he sent me out of class and said, "Go to the principal right now." And so I walked out of class, just kind of scared out of my mind because I didn't want to get in trouble. And Mr. Curry walks out with me, and he's just cracking up, and I'm like, how's that funny at all? You know what I mean? You're ruining my life right now. And so he starts laughing. He says, "Max, don't worry about it. I know you're not cheating. It's to fake the class out because it's an impossible test." And he explained the whole thing to me, how it was impossible. And then he told me to go back inside the class and put my head down like I was, crying or something like that. And so I walked back in the classroom, and I put my head down, and everybody's just whispering. You can tell Mr. Curry's like, "Everybody be quiet." And so everybody's quiet and all this stuff, and everybody's freaking out. And we turn the test in, and I kind of play along with it, and people are like, "Max, are you all right? Are you all right?" And I'm like, "I got a referral. I'm going to get suspended," and all this stuff, and everybody felt so bad for me. And then he finally told everybody that, this is an impossible test, and that's, how unfair it was for the slaves, and how, yeah, they had the right to vote, but it was pretty much impossible for them because they couldn't pass this test. And so that's kind of like history. We actually got to kind of live a piece of history almost.